Kind of flip the script there at halftime and turn things around in the second half?
We made a lot of adjustments at half. We weren't fitting a lot of stuff right, and it hurt us really bad during the game. But the second half, we cleaned it up. We started fitting the plays right, and we started playing like we usually play.
I don't think in your career have beaten Baylor yet. I don't think. Is that?
I don't think I have.
Is that
No.
something you think about at all when you come in?
Yeah, it does every day. I mean, I didn't beat Texas either, so I mean that kind of hurts. But yeah, I haven't beat Baylor, so that's something that we all. No, I don't think anybody. Well, yeah, definitely nobody's here beating Baylor. So.
How does Baylor's running attack compare to what you faced last week against Texas?
Well, Texas had two really good running backs. I I give Baylor's running backs credit, but Texas running backs were insane. Bijan, he's legit. But Baylor just likes to get their running backs on edges to where they can run, and I mean they're not much of downhill runners. But yeah, I mean they're a good running team. They want to run, and compared to last week, I think the running backs just as a committee are decent, good running backs.
Coach Clement talked about how good Baylor is just staying on the field and extending drives. How difficult does that make your job on the defensive line?
Yeah, I mean they're like from their 30 on, they're a 4-down team. I mean that territory for them is all 4 down, and we have to limit their first two plays really to short minimal gains, because if we end up in 2nd and 5, then end up in 3rd and 2, then they're gonna obviously go for it on 4th down. So I mean we have to get them kind of backed up and off schedule like we always want to, but especially with them wanting to go for it on 4th down all the time. And if we do end up in that situation where it's 4th and 2, 4th and 1, we have to get a stop, and it's just what it is.
From a player's perspective, what's it like to be in the Big 12 this season where everybody's competitive and every game is hard?
Yeah, no, it's Coach said it best. Now I'm blanking what he said, but the margin for error is really small. I mean, anybody can beat anybody in the Big 12 right now, and there's a lot of good teams in the Big 12, and I don't think we compare to other conferences really, because we have any team that plays can win. I mean, TCU is undefeated, and then last year, I don't know the record last year, but they're undefeated now, and then last year they weren't undefeated. I mean, they were whatever they were last year, but yeah, it's a crazy conference, you know. And every team you play, you got to be on your P's and Q's.
Coach mentioned that matchups, because of the parity, are so important. How do you feel like you guys match up against Baylor?
I feel like we match up well, and I mean that's the same with any team we play. I always have confidence in our guys and our whole team, so I think we match up well with what they do and player by player.
Jaylen, how important is it to kind of regather steam, regather the momentum for a 3-game push here to the finish line?
Yeah, we got a lot of older guys, so it's kind of getting tough on us, you know, just finishing the season. But I think with our maturity, we know we have to get our bodies back, get our mental right, and so we have to. Every day is just a grind, and like everybody around the country is doing it. So I mean, we can't feel sorry for ourselves while we're going through this 3-game tough grind. So.